Top 8 places where married men find mistresses. In this video, we will talk about where married men most often find mistresses. And the first, most top place is, of course, work. Why does this happen? Work is a place where a person often spends a large part of their life, and all the acquaintances that happen there occur naturally. People may have some common goals and tasks, and by solving something together, this leads to emotional closeness. Daily interactions and the resolution of tasks bring people together and make them feel close to one another, creating a sense of unity. This also applies to corporate events. People who attend a corporate event naturally consume alcohol and the atmosphere is relaxed. And even if there were some affections, for example, at work, and they were not expressed or shown now, when there is a feeling of euphoria and happiness is precisely the time when one can start a romance. Next, the second place, or let's say such a situation, is when a man meets a woman from the past, unclosed gestalt. Perhaps he once liked a woman and something didn't work out between them. At some point the relationship ended or there was some misunderstanding, and now they have met again, for example, and everything has resurfaced in his mind. There were emotions and feelings, possibly a return to the past and some youth. All these feelings arise, plus the unclosed gestalt, because the relationship did not develop for some reason. People broke up, perhaps they moved to different cities or for some other reason. But this moment can play a cruel joke. A man may feel, for example, that he has a lot of feelings for a woman, and a woman can naturally feel the same way. Therefore, the second reason why a man may take a mistress, meaning the second place, is to meet a woman from the past with whom he had feelings. Next, the social circle. The social circle is also a very common place where a man finds a mistress. That is, when people communicate, a man can interact even with his wife's friend. And at some point, he may start to develop feelings. This is precisely why there are so many stories about a friend stealing a husband from a friend, and so on. When a man interacts with his wife's friends, there is again a moment of recognition, a moment of some closeness. Plus, for example, the attractiveness of a friend may lead him to take such a step. Next, social networks. Social networks are, let's say, a very simple place where one can find a mistress. If a man is determined to find a mistress because he feels something is lacking at home, he can easily find a mistress on social networks. That is, these are some dating sites, any social networks. And now it is completely easy for men to do this. Next, gyms. Again, a place where people train and work out. For example, if a man goes to the gym and there is a girl, his trainer, who is training him, then there can also be a moment of closeness where they are working together towards a certain result. That is, she is guiding him towards achieving, for example, his dream physique, to work out and look better. So when some unity emerges, it brings people closer together, and a man may start to develop feelings and naturally take a mistress. Moving on. Vacation romances are a common situation when a man goes to a resort or sanatorium without his wife, and in such a wonderful state of mind, feeling free, he meets a beautiful woman and without thinking about anything, may cheat. Next, seminars and conferences. Seminars and conferences, everything related to work. For example, people go away together for some courses, professional development, and so on. And staying together in a foreign city brings them closer, and the man may decide to cheat. Lastly, of course, there are entertainment venues, bars, restaurants, cafes, and so on. The most important thing I want to say is that if a man wants to cheat on his woman, he can basically do it easily. The key task lies with the wife herself, to monitor their relationships and see when something starts to go wrong in the relationship. A man often decides to cheat when he lacks something in his relationship. For example, a man may lack intimacy or romance. He lacks certain feelings, he lacks emotions, he lacks the sense that he is loved, and he tries to compensate for this from outside. If a man has everything he needs at home, then he will not create unnecessary stress and worry for himself. That's all I have regarding this video. This was me, Alice Vardomska. I hope for your likes and subs. Write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos, and goodbye.